Hi, everyone. Is everyone in, Tere?
They're coming in. They're trickling in.
Perfect. Happy Wednesday, Tere. Hump day, the middle of the week.
The best day to learn how to make tamales de
Yes.
Sonora.
Totally. I feel you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my kitchen. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hi. Oh, thank you, Natalie. I got these from Peru. I love these because they have recipes on them.
Oh,
Isn't that
cute.
fun? Yeah, right? That way you can never forget how to prepare Peruvian ceviche. Mm?
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, maybe we can do that in Northgate, you know, like recipes.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay, everyone, I guess you're already in.
Mm-hmm. We're
And
ready to
we're
go.
1 minute away for our start time. So I'm going to start introducing myself. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Abril Echavarria, and I am a collaborator with Northgate Market Gonzalez to bring all of you super awesome, amazing, unique cooking classes. And especially my classes are about hacks and Mexican food in particular. And I'm always super happy to be here with you. Co-hosting with me today is my dear friend Tere. Hi, Tere.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone. So if you have anything to ask or you want to say anything about the class, if you want me or need me to repeat instructions or whatever you need, you can always use the text bubble to write something to Tere, and she will forward your questions to me. Okay, today we are preparing tamales, and these tamales in particular I love because they're Baja style tamales, and it's kind of like the green tamales you usually know as green pollo tamales, but in Baja they add a few more ingredients that I think you will enjoy a lot, and we're making the stuffing from scratch. For the dough, we're using Northgate's pre-made masa, and also we're using corn husks today. So if everyone's ready and if anyone is cooking with me, please let me know so I can go a little bit slower on the instructions. Always remember, this recording is going to be stored in Northgate's website and also in Northgate Market's YouTube channel, right, Tere? So if you ever feel like going back to the recipe, you know that it's going to be there. Okay, let's get this party started, Tere, because it's a lot of information to go through. So first of all, we're going to start cooking the salsa because that takes a little bit of time. So we're going to move forward with that. Over here, I have already boiling water because I wanted to speed up the process. And the onion's already been cooking there. So that's half an onion. We are also going to add the following ingredients. So these are between 10 and 12 tomatillos. The recipe calls for 10, but if they're big. And so I couldn't find big ones. So it's about 2 pounds of tomatillos. And I cut them in half so they will cook faster. And I'm adding them right now to my boiling water. Can you guys hear me all right? Is the music too loud?
You're good.
Okay, perfect. Now, what else are we adding to our boiling water? We are adding the tomatillos. And here I have one jalapeño pepper, and this is super optional. Jalapeños usually are mid heat or low heat. If you want it hotter, you can add serranos or chile de árbol, fresh one. If you don't want the heat, that's okay. You can skip the jalapeños. I'm also adding one Anaheim pepper, and this is part of the Baja style flavors. So we're adding that one. And 3 garlic cloves. Also a small bunch of cilantro. And we're gonna add that here. And I'm gonna move it to my fastest burner over here so it cooks faster, because we need this baby to cook as fast as possible. I did want to show you how to prepare this, so that's why I didn't cook it ahead of time. But okay, let's go through the rest of the ingredients, shall we? We also need about 2 pounds of shredded chicken. We are going to need some comino, just a pinch. We also need some pre-cooked sliced potatoes like these ones. And there's a huge debate in Mexico about if the tamales have to have some potatoes or no potatoes. Like people either love it with potatoes or hate it. So that's up to you. If you don't like them with potatoes, you can skip this one. Another ingredient are green olives, and this is the same for tamales. Some people will love them with olives, and some people will hate them with olives. So I leave that to you as well. And also we need some pickled jalapeños sliced, including the carrots. What else? Okay, I got my masa here. This is tamal masa. It's already been pre-made, and this is such step facilitator, because this will save you about half an hour of time if you want to make your own masa. I mean, you can, and I think on our next class, I'm going to teach you how to do it from scratch, but there's no need, because you can get your masa already made from Northgate and save you a lot of time. And finally, we are going to be using corn husks today. So the next step is in a bowl, a large bowl like this one. I'm gonna go and get some hot water, and we're gonna soak our corn husks in here so we can soften them to make and assemble our tamales. So here we go, a little bit of water. Give me a second here. Make sure the water is like between hot, like warm and hot. Very nice. And what we're doing here is filling the bowl with the water, and then we're gonna soak in the tamal husk. Perfect. Yep, that's how we like it. We like it hot. Okay, so here we go. And now I'm gonna open the bag of the tamal husks. And this step is very important, you guys, because you want to make sure your tamales, I mean your leaves or your husks, are soft enough to assemble your tamales. I think the word is moldable. You can mold the tamales with a soft husk. For now, I'm not gonna use a lot, but you can put a lot in here, as much as your bowl will allow you. Since we're just doing this class for demonstration, we're not staying for the full batch. I'm just gonna soak a few. There we go. Next, what I'm gonna do is in another bowl like this one, I am going to bring some of the masa. Now this is a big portion of masa. This is like about 4 to 6 pounds of masa. Usually 25 tamales will require like 4 pounds. And you can go and ask in the tortilleria to give you the exact amount, or you can buy 6 like I do, because better more than sorry, right, Tere? You don't want to be like, oh no, I still have some filling, I still have some husks, but I don't have enough masa. Besides, you can storage it for about a month and nothing happens to it. So it's always a good thing to have in your fridge, if you ask me, especially in this season. Okay, so this is about what we're gonna cook today to show you. I think I'm gonna finish my batch tomorrow, so I can always save it in the fridge and come back to it. Okay, so there you go. And as you can see, this masa is already been whipped and everything, and it's super fluffy. I really like the texture that it gives our tamales. Oh, this is already boiling. Okay, that was fast. Nice, nice. We're gonna give it a few more minutes. Another thing I wanna talk to you about, guys, is what I use to assemble my tamales. So to spread it out, I use this little baby here. It's been like a life changer for me. I've seen people use spoons. I did it before I found this. I used to use a spoon, but to me, it wasn't as smooth and nice as this one. This gives you like an even layer, which is nice. Okay, guys, so believe it or not, my salsa ingredients are almost ready. Any questions so far, Tere?
No, we're doing good.
Great. Okay. Yeah, this is about to be ready. It's just the jalapeños. The jalapeños are stubborn today. Oh, but let's move forward. Okay, so what we're gonna do next, I'm going to reserve a little bit of the broth, the cooking water. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. Just about half a cup. And then I'm gonna drain the rest. Oh, this is hot. I can feel it. That jalapeno. That little jalapeno over there had an attitude. Okay, guys, so now we need a blender. And we are going to bring in our mixture, including the onion, the chiles, everything goes in here. Okay. We're adding salt. I'm gonna use sea salt in grains, and I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons. And we're gonna take it from there. And then I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon or even less of comino. This is just like an enhancer of flavor, but we don't want the comino to overpower the whole salsa. That's why we're adding just a pinch. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water, like the slightest chorrito, and then we will mix and take it from there. There we go. Okay, so what do we have here? Did you see? I didn't use a lot of water. It was just like the slightest because the tomatillos and all the vegetables that we cook have a lot of liquid in them. So we don't want an extra flowy caldito or broth. It's just like this texture. You see, it's not as liquid as a soup, but it's not as thick as a cream, if that makes any sense. Just right in the middle. Okay, so what's next? Now we're gonna cook our chicken in that caldito. Let me taste it for salt. Perfect. Delicious, guys. I'm using avocado oil to cook my chicken. Just about a teaspoon. We don't need a lot since it's gonna be like swimming in the broth. Just a little bit of oil. We're gonna smother that chicken inside of the broth. Perfect. So next step, we bring the chicken in. And a lot of people like the chicken super shredded. I like it. I personally like it like thicker, but you can do it the way you like it. I like it like in chunks. There we go. We're also adding a little bit of salt. Remember, when we're cooking, we always add salt to each layer. So this needs a little bit of salt, not too much, just a little bit. And we start cooking. Now here, if you like it like a little bit of like, what's the word, Tere? Doradito, like toasted, you know? You can always leave it here to cook like that. How do you say doradito in English? That's a good question.
Toasted? Toasted?
We have in Spanish all these words. Crispy.
Thank you.
There you go. Yes, crispy, fried, you know. You can always leave it, like add more oil and throw it there for like 5 minutes before you add the broth. Okay, now we're adding the broth. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty, you guys. This recipe will give you between 20 and 25 tamales, average size. If you like some of those fat boys, then they're gonna give you less. It's all about how you like your tamales. There's people that like the thicker, bigger ones. I like them thin, so I can eat more. It's a mental thing, I guess. This is smelling so good, Tere. Okay. Now, let's move forward, you guys, because we have some other steps here. Are there any questions so far? Can we move forward? Gonna pull you a little bit closer.
I think we're ready to go. That looks so good.
Yes. So just like going back to the details, Anaheim pepper, a pinch of comino, and you're starting to get like the Baja style, Norteño style chicken tamales. Okay, let's go back to our husks. These ones are already been hydrated. Yes, thank you, Raymond. That's a great question. The masa was, took it out of the fridge about 2 hours ago. So it's completely room temperature, and that's easier to work with. So yes, thank you for that question. Yeah, it's an important question. Okay, guys, now about the husks, let me show you. So this is like a nice husk, size and thickness. There are a few over there, little ones that we're not really gonna use. Reserve them because we use them to cook the tamales. We use them as a base in the pot, but that comes later. I just wanna show you maybe another one of the, like, there's some there, you will find some really thin and small ones. You don't need to use those, like this one, for example. Okay, now let's move forward. Tere, I'm excited about this recipe. These tamales are bomb, I assure you. Let me move you a little bit further so you guys can see everything that's gonna be happening on this side of my kitchen. There you go. Okay. First, we kind of dry it a little bit. I like to do this one by one, but you can also drain your husks and dry them all together. I like to do it like as I go. I'm gonna turn off my stew, and we start assembling our tamales. My handy helper is here with me. I'm gonna take, what is it, like about 1 to 2 spoonfuls of masa, and I am going to spread them evenly like this. Okay, I'm making like a windshield movement here from one side to the other, like this. And I'm doing it, I don't go all the way down. I start like 3/4. No, it's more like 2/3 of the husk up. Oh, and this one is a little bit, so it's broken, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna still use it. Since we're folding it, it's no big deal. So I'm adding a little bit more here to show you. And this is gonna be a big, big tamal, just like this. Look. Perfect. There you go. Okay, next step. Sorry guys, my kids decided to come downstairs. Okay, next step, we are grabbing some of the pollito, of the chicken. This is about a tablespoon. And we are placing it closer to one side. Not right in the middle, more closer to one side than the other. Then we're adding 1 potato strip. We're adding 1 olive right in the middle. We're adding either a carrot or both, carrot and chile. And next step, we fold. So first we close it on one side and then we roll it up. And then we fold the tip up like this. This will close, the masa will come down and make like a little tapaderita on top of it. Like a lid. Okay, so to start storaging our tamales, we're gonna leave them like standing up like in here. Can you all see that? Perfect. Okay, let's make another one, repeating the process. So step number 1, we grab our husk. This is a beautiful big one. We dry it. Great. We get our magic spatula. We grab about 2 spoonfuls of masa. Spread evenly. Always try to make it even on all the sides. The same thickness everywhere. Now, if you want a thicker tamal, you add more masa. A little bit more on this side. It's a little bit more. Miren qué bonito. Oh, this one's pretty. Okay. Now what I do is I open my hand on the back. It's like this. So I'm holding as much as I can on both sides. But you know, sometimes I also place it in a countertop and just spread it. So it's basically la mañate. The way the way each one does it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab some chicken and I am gonna try to drain out a little bit of el caldito because I don't want my tamal to be floating with a lot of caldo. So I'm just gonna do this, like this. I place it. There we go. Potato. Olive. Now I'm gonna add a big kahuna here. Surprise. Like el niño en la rosca. We roll. Like that. So easy, huh, guys? And we fold the tip. This one is a
delicious.
This one's a big one. Oh, I'm gonna look for this one. I like it. Okay, one more time, guys. We're gonna do 5 together, and then we move to the next step. Okay, let's do 4 then. One more time. 2 tablespoons, 2 spoonfuls of masa. Now, what happened here is that this husk is kind of thinner, so it's less easy to operate. But you can always, you find a way, no worries. There
You spread the masa on the smooth side, right?
What's that, Tere, again?
You spreading the masa on the smooth side. En el lado
Yes.
suavecito.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because sometimes it's hard to tell the smooth side, but sometimes the...
Abril, I'm going to get you a gift.
What?
If you like that spatula, I'm going to give you a masa spreader.
Ooh, I've never heard of that. That's a very American thing.
Es un cuadrito, but it's the best spreader. We're gonna have to get you one so you can use it.
Please, because I cannot imagine that there's something easier than this.
Oh, yes, there is. Vas a ver. Ay, qué rico. How many of you guys wished you guys were Abril's neighbors?
Let me tell you something. I don't know if any of my neighbors are here. I have 2 neighbors which happen to be my very dear friends. And actually, even yesterday, I gave them some of the tamales we did on Monday. Yeah, because I was like, guys, I'm still gonna make more tamales. It's just a lot of tamales here. Look how pretty.
You'd have us over, like, hola, Abril, venimos al cafecito.
Aha, exactly. And then I have to make food for the recipes. Whenever we're creating the recipe for you guys, we have to try it out. And then we have to take pictures of it so we can promote it. So each class I do, I end up doing between 3 and 2 batches of the food. So I always have food here to share with my neighbors. Okay, we're doing the last tamal, guys. So if you have any questions about this part of the process, please let me know. Now I'm all excited about my gift. I want my masa spreader. I'm gonna go and look it up today. I've never seen such a thing.
I'll get it for you. I'm gonna work on it.
Perfect. Okay, we're adding a little bit more here in this end. So pretty. This one, it's gonna be a pretty one, I can tell. Perfect. Okay, guys. Final round. We remove the excess of liquid.
Yeah, we used to give away the masa spreaders when we did the cooking classes inside the stores for tamales.
Oh.
So hopefully next year you'll get to give the class inside a store and then everybody gets a masa spreader.
Tere, you have no idea. I'm dying to give present classes. If we have fun right now, imagine in the store cooking with all of our friends.
And then we can have un ponchecito con un piquetito por un lado.
Con piquete, so everyone has a great time. Okay, guys, so we're all done with this step. I have 4 tamales here that we're gonna cook. I'm gonna move this aside so I can show you. We're using my, sorry about that. Okay, let's move things around here. And perfect, there you go. We are using my tamal pot. And what I personally gonna use is one of these racks. There's also, because this pot is not I use it for tamales, but it's not a tamalera pot. But you can find tamalera pots in Northgate. I just saw them yesterday, and they're huge, and
they're so pretty.
They're
the blue
so
ones.
I considered getting one. I was like, should I? But I don't do as much tamales. It's just 3 of us that eat tamales here at my house. So, but yeah, they're pretty, and they have like a built-in system where you can put the water and it's already there. So you don't need the rack in those. Let me go get some water. So what we're gonna do here is add about 4 cups of water. There you go. And we are adding some of the corn husks in the bottom to make that layer I was telling you about earlier. So we can place our tamales on top.
Wow.
There you go. Okay. And now I'm gonna place my tamales in here. It's gonna be 4 tamales we're gonna cook today. And I'm gonna share with you a little trick to know when they're ready. We grab a bolita de masa like this one and we place it on top of our lid. And once this bolita is fully cooked, that means our tamales are ready to be eaten by us. Perfect. So, Tere, what do you think? Should we wait for the tamales? What do you guys think? It's gonna take about 15 to 20 minutes. I can wait if you guys want to wait. If not, if you try this recipe at home, please tag us, tag Northgate Market and tag me so we can see how your recipe turned out.
Or you could show us on your Instagram page.
Yeah, obviously I'm always posting what I cook with you guys. Also, please know that there's a lot of classes coming your way soon. I know that we have a few this week, right, Tere?
Yes. So we have a bunch of classes coming up, guys, but I'm going to be truthfully honest, and we have some holiday classes, some tamales classes, some posadas. So I know that Saturday, Isabela's making an empanada de frijol dulce with a spiked ponche, and it's her tia's recipe. And then we have a tamal de birria coming up, some Salvadorian style tamales. Then Abril, you come back on the 11th and you're going to teach us how to make a tamal de chocolate con chocolate abuelita.
Yes, Tere. And it's stuffed with Nutella. Oh my gosh, it's the greatest thing.
I'm more excited, guys, and everybody needs to put an RSVP on their calendar. Abril on the 21st is going to teach us how to do a holiday 3-course meal. And guess what she's teaching us? She's teaching us how to make cuellos a las codornices or cuellos a la ciruela, I guess, right?
No, it's a la wine.
A la wine. Romeritos. She's going to teach us how to, those famous romeritos with torta de camarón.
Yeah.
And a marshmallow apple salad. Oh my gosh. So I'm very excited about that class.
Dinner. That's the classic Mexican Christmas dinner, Tere. That's how we eat dinner in Christmas Eve in Mexico. So I'm super excited to show you. And I'm also showing you how to make the masa from scratch on my next tamal class for grown-ups. We're making Tamales Guajaquenos. Those are chicken and mole chicken stuffed tamales. We are gonna do those with banana leaves. And they're the little square tamales. I don't know if you've seen those, but they're like little cuadritos envueltitos like this. And that's the recipe I'm teaching on the
20th.
The 20th. That's right. The 20th, we're doing that one.
And then, guys, just so you guys know, we're going to have all types of tamales. I mean, we're going to have fusion tamales, but then a lot of you guys asked us for vegetarian tamales. So we have our friend Nicole, who's going to teach us how to make some vegetarian tamales. And then the next day she comes back and she teaches us how to make some sweet tamales. Imagine pineapple coconut cheesecake tamales.
Whoa.
Strawberry arroz con leche tamales. So guys, this is going to be an awesome season, and get out that pen, get out that, como dice Isabela, vamos a impresionar a las suegras.
That's a good one. Yeah, and remember that we storage these classes for you, so if you don't have time to join, you can always go back to Northgate Market's YouTube page and see them.
In the cooking, so you go to northgatemarkets.com, cooking classes, and way at the bottom it says cooking class videos. All of these videos are stored. We have videos from last year, so if you liked a tamal from last year, you'll also see how we evolutioned in a whole year. But there's
You're gonna see my old kitchen.
A lot of tamales. But guys, if you guys ever have questions, if you guys ever want anything, just let us know. And we always have that good relationship with our hosts, and they're here to help you guys. Like, I'm honestly so excited about that hack. I can't wait to make tamales. And you learn how you make sure they're done by putting a piece of masita. That was like the new hack.
Right? Those are the hacks I love. I live for these kind of hacks. Well, guys,
So I have
thank
a
you.
question, Abril. On your tamales, after they're done, do you also put some of the salsita you have left over on the top or no?
Always, always. So this is how it goes. I put salsita. My husband adds cream, like sour cream to his tamales. I even sometimes we go crazy and we add like a bunch of different stuff like avocado, salsita, lettuce, kind of like a sope, but it's a tamal.
Wow.
Yeah.
My,
Maybe we can do something like that, Tere. For
yeah,
another
my brother-in-law I know puts tamales inside his pozole. So I guess they're from all over the place. They're different types of tamales.
And you obviously have tried tortas de tamal since you've been in Guadalajara for so many times.
Believe it or not, no, but we'll have to try them one day.
So those are good too. And they add like everything in a torta, but the tamal is in there.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, there's no rules in the tamal eating. The important is to enjoy it. The important thing is to enjoy it. And yeah.
So everybody, to see the final result, go follow Abril at Abril Taste of Mexico, and we'll also see if we could post it on our Northgate page. And thank you all for such a wonderful evening. Thank you, Abril, for hosting us. You are an awesome host. We enjoyed today, and thank you everybody for joining. And see you next week, everybody.
Yeah, see you soon. And thank you guys for being here. I had a great time.
Bye.
Bye.